We are live. We are live. We are live. And I'm live coming to you from Atlanta, from my daughter's home here in Atlanta. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? Yeah, we're in Atlanta because we have a huge event tomorrow. We have a huge wellness and wealth event tomorrow in Atlanta for holistic healers, wellness coaches, all of it. Anyone who is on board with holistic healing, with a wellness lifestyle. We are having that tomorrow in Atlanta. So, yay! We're getting ready for that. Hi, 11. If you're brand new here, welcome. We are on day 12 of 40 Days to Secure Your Wealth Using the Principles of Abundance from John Randolph Price. If you don't have the book, Principles of Abundance, please do pick up the book from the link down below in the description. It is an Amazon link, and thank you so much for supporting the channel. Love that. So, we're going to be having a conversation today about infinite consciousness and what infinite consciousness has to do with you creating the abundant life you desire. Let's begin. Deep breath. A deep breath to clear the mind. A deep breath and remember yourself as infinite consciousness. To remember that we exist in an infinite field. Some would call it the quantum. Some call it consciousness. Some call it infinite intelligence. Some call it God. We exist in an infinite field of possibility, potentiality. It is intelligent. It is wise. It is loving. It is the all. We exist in the all, and we are of the all. Breathe and return to nothingness. The all is not a person. It is the bornless, the deathless, the breathless, formless, pure being. This is our home. Breathe and come home. And now, breathing and being clear of mind. Remembering that this infinite consciousness is an expansion beyond the human self. Breathe and feel the conscious awareness going beyond the human self. Breathe and become aware that this consciousness is not a person. You are not a person. You are infinite awareness. Being, pure being. Breathe and remember yourself. Breathe, beloved, and remember yourself. Now, from the space of knowing, expansion beyond personhood, knowing yourself as the infinite, as the all, knowing the all as you, and now impregnate this space that is your conscious mind with the idea of wealth and what that means for you, different for every person. What does it mean for you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Now impregnating the feeling nature with the already done. That being a wealthy person begins with the thought. in mind of who you are, that you are indeed wealthy, successful, powerful, influential, helpful, loving, kind, that you see that you have activated your superpowers. Breathe and change your concept of yourself. Change it. Change yourself into one who has activated your superpowers. And breathe. And know yourself as this powerful, successful, influential, wealthy, happy, healthy, abundant, bliss filled person in love, loving relationships, highly successful. What does that mean for you? And give thanks, pour thanks forward, that you know how to change yourself in an instant, that you know how to go from lack limitation to abundant supply, that you know how to go from victim to powerful, that you know how to go from mediocrity to fantastic success, that you know how to shape yourself into anything you desire to be, and that the world around you is responding to your new self concept. Breathe. And know that now new and different forms and experiences will come before you better than before as a result of a change in consciousness about who you are. Breathe. And give thanks. Pour forth thankfulness into the infinite field. Thankfulness generates the already done success vibes. It's already done. You're not looking to create something. You're not looking to make something. You're not trying to make something happen. It's already done. And breathe and give thanks. Appreciate all you have done. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate the infinite field for giving you all you require to create all you desire. Give thanks. And now we will slowly open our eyes to engage Principle 2, John Randolph Price's Principles of Abundance, to solidify this self that we are stepping into, this brand new self. Slowly opening your eyes to engage Principle number 2. Look down first and slowly raise your gaze. Blessings. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cree, I'm in your town. Yay! Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Throat chakra shaman. How you loving? Ashe, ashe. Now, I promised that I would give you something every day that would be a game changer. That is a game changer for me. I hope and trust and intend that it will be a game changer for you because it's been a game changer for me. So I promised that every day I would bring you something, and I have got to bring you. So first of all, we have our Principles of Abundance, John Randolph Price. We are going to be in, actually, this is the gift that I'm going to give you, John Randolph Price, Principles of Abundance. But before we go to Principles of Abundance, I've got to show you where the gift is coming from. So this is the gift right here. Hold on, let me move it over. Let me move it over. There we go. This is coming from Neville Goddard. This is coming from Neville Goddard, and you can get this on my Amazon store. So if you would be so kind as to use my Amazon store, a link to my Amazon store is below. So when you click on the Amazon link that takes you, that is an affiliate link that takes you to the Abundance Book, whatever else you shop for with my link, I'll also get credit for. So thank you. So look for, it is called The Complete Reader by Neville Goddard. Let me go to the cover and show it to you because I have got to show you what is in here. Now, before we go to that, I am going to make sure and note what page I'm on to give you what I'm going to give you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is so good. Let's go to the cover of this book so that you can see what it looks like. Hold for a moment. I'll bring it up for you. Here is the cover. I know sometimes it may appear that I have some kind of dyslexia going on when I hold things up to the camera for you. I want to let y'all know, while no harm to anyone that has dyslexia, lots of people have it, that the camera is reversed. So whenever I'm doing something, it's the exact opposite of what's happening. So my brain always has to reverse the image. So that's what's always going on with the live stream. If you ever wonder, why can't this lady get it straight and show us what's going on? Something wrong with her brain. No, that's what I'm seeking to go the opposite of what I'm seeing, and my brain is trying to track. Is trying to flip it opposite. I actually feel my brain working, which is a good thing. I want to give you something from Neville Goddard that I read this morning on the plane. It is magnificent. Now, here is what Neville Goddard says. The only way to change your expressions of life is to change your consciousness. We all know this. Then, he says, you must first know yourself as what you desire to be. In other words, many people think to themselves, I want to create greater wealth. I want to create greater abundance for myself. So what must I do? Where Neville Goddard is saying, don't ask what must you do to create greater wealth. Ask who must you be? And something really powerful, as you can see, I have this book absolutely highlighted. Let me say this in the most powerful and succinct way that I can. You can never receive more and keep more. Come on, Robert, know thyself. That's right. You can never receive more and keep more than your concept of who you think you are. And he also states in this book that it is just as easy to conceive yourself as a person of poverty than it is to conceive of yourself as a person of wealth. Boom, just change who you are, which is what we did in the meditation. Change who you are. So if you're thinking, because deep in the subconscious mind and the structures that are within ourselves, we know who we think we are. Now, that may not be the truth. That may not be really who you are. We do have a concept in our minds of what we think we are. I'm a singer. I'm an actor. I'm a metaphysical teacher. Pardon me. I'm an author. I'm a coach. I'm a mother. I'm a person that helps people. I'm a nurse. I'm a doctor. As a doctor, I'm wealthy. Some self-concepts go along with wealth. Because we used to think when we were growing up that if you were a doctor, you had it made for life because doctors supposedly are wealthy, right? No, Not in the current system. That's what we thought growing up. So it is just, as he says in the book, it is just as easy to conceive yourself as a successful person that always wins, a person who's always successful. I always win. I always win at everything that I do. I'm always successful. Than to think of yourself as a person that, these things never work for me. I can't do it. It's just like before, it doesn't work. It's not that the thing doesn't work. It's that your self concept is one of a person who does not win, or your self concept is one of a person who's not wealthy, or your self concept is one of a person who doesn't travel the globe. I'm going to give you a perfect example of this and how I changed my self concept. I had a self concept that I was not a person that could travel the whole world. I had that self concept. Where did I get that self concept? I never sat down and made up this self concept. We did not sit down and write out, okay, I'm going to have a self concept that I'm a limited person, that I'm a man that lives in Utah and I can't ever leave the country. We have a whole structure. Isn't this good? Robert and Cree is getting what I'm talking about. We have a whole concept. We have a whole structure upon structure. It's a pyramid. That's what I'm seeing. It's because it's put together with blocks of who you think you are. You need to smash that whole thing. Smash it. Because that self concept got you everything that you have right now, because the whole universe is completely obedient to whatever you think you are and to whatever you say you are. It's completely obedient. I'm a wealthy person. You put forth that knowing. I'm wealthy. I always win with money. I'm good with money. That's who I am. Not how can I go make more money? What do I need to sell? What's the latest tactic I need to get? Because isn't that the thing that we're always looking for? Isn't this so good? I'm telling you, today I was reading Neville Goddard on the plane, and I just had to close the iPad for a while and just meditate. For the rest of the flight, I had to just meditate. Yes, Cree. And you know what's so fascinating about their self-concept? It's invisible. You don't know who you think you are until you look at your world. Your world tells you who you are. So when I see myself in Dubai, I'm saying, oh, wow, my self concept is now of one who's a seasoned global traveler. I did not have that self concept before. I did not have the self concept of being an author. That's why it took me 10 years to write and publish my first book. I had the self concept of I'm trying to get a publisher. I want to be published. Could somebody please publish me? That's not the self concept of an author. An author is a person who already wrote books and already jump yourself into the self concept of the person that already has it, already does it on the regular. It's natural for them. And then that's what it will become. It will become natural for you. That has to come first. Come on. Robert, isn't it so good? Get off my toes, Rev. Stop stomping on my toes. Robert, isn't it so good? I'm telling you, when you get these revelations, they are profound. Change those neural pathways. Absolutely. Cree, that's right. Programming. Now, where did your self-concept come from? Where did that self-concept, where did it come from? It came from life experience. It didn't come from imagination of what could you be. And promise your family, it doesn't take any more energy to conceive of yourself as a poor person than to conceive of yourself as a rich person. So why pick poverty? It doesn't take any more energy. It's a self-concept. You already have a self-concept and you're recreating your self-concept in every moment by what you think and feel. It doesn't take any more energy for you to conceive of yourself. Just be a rich person than being a person that's not rich. Is that profound? And I promise you, you will never run out of money. You can't not have money. I promise you, every time I think I need a little bit more money. This money is going kind of low. Boom, here comes money. I can never run out of money. And it used to be the exact opposite. It used to be that I always ran out of money. That was my default. I would get a whole lot of money. I was a financial advisor. I know how to get money. I know how to invest money. But somehow I would always get this money, and then my default would be that somehow it would go out. Somehow I would get $3,000, but then the car needs something that's 3,100. Have you ever played that game with yourself? You get $3,000 and you're like, yeah, I'm good now. Put that in savings. I don't need it. But then something happens that needs 3,200. Have you ever had that? Where is that coming from? That's coming from the self concept, because the self concept is not that I'm a money master. Now, you say that to yourself and you soak yourself in it and you douse yourself in it and you walk it, breathe it. Assume a new self concept right now. Just assume one right now of whatever you want it to be. I'm an author who sells millions of copies all over the world. I just assume it right now. Because you must assume it first before it shows up. And then once it shows up, you'll be able to maintain it. See, because people have manifestations that they cannot maintain. If you want a relationship, this works with anything. If you want a relationship, you say, I'm already in a relationship. It's a wonderful relationship. You assume that you are already the person that is in a wonderful relationship, that you absolutely love this boo or this partners or whatever you do. And that is absolutely wonderful. It's magnificent. You're already in it. Assume that right now. Nothing is stopping you from assuming being who you desire. It's not what you desire, it's the who. We're always going for the what. The what is on the I'm telling you, that's why this is way beyond vision boards. The what is on the vision board. Oh, I want this house. Oh, I want this swimming pool in my mansion. Oh, I want this Bugatti. Oh, I want this trip to Asia. Oh, I want these first class tickets to this. Oh, I want to stay in these suites over here in Maldives. I want this. I want that. It's all on the vision board. And guess what you are? You are the person that wants that. You're not the person that has it. I said it. You're the person that wants it. You're not the person that has it. And you'll keep on wanting it because you'll keep on looking at it and say, I want that. That's not how you manifest. Change the default temperature on our inner thermostat. Come on. Hello, I love it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why Neville Goddard is telling you in this book. Let me give you a little bit more about what he's saying here. He says, you cannot take with you into the new consciousness any part of the old man. You have to kill your old self. All of your present beliefs, fears, and limitations are weights that bind you to your present level of consciousness. Your present level of consciousness, okay, let's say that you want to be, let's say you have a net worth of 5 million and you want to be a billionaire. Well, obviously you don't have the consciousness of a billionaire, because if you did, you would already be a billionaire. You're a multimillionaire and you want to have the consciousness of a billionaire. Well, the fears, the beliefs, the limitations that you have as a multimillionaire is what's stopping you, is what's chaining you to being a multimillionaire, not a billionaire, when the universe says you could be a billionaire just as easily as you could be a multimillionaire. I'm not saying as easily. I'm saying that there is no difference in the thought process of you. If it takes 10,000 thoughts to make yourself a poor person, but it takes 10,000 thoughts to make yourself a rich person, why not have the 10,000 rich person thoughts? It doesn't take any more mental energy. Can you understand what I'm saying? This is profound. Pat, let's hear what you're saying. What pages are you reading from? I know that's Pat said, wait a minute, what book is this? This is Neville Goddard. So I spoke of it in the very beginning. This is Neville Goddard, The Complete Reader. So let me tell you exactly what chapter I'm in so that you can go straight to it. Because family, I promise you, to change everything. It'll change everything. It'll change everything. And it'll change everything fast. Okay, here, let me find where I am in this book. I'm in Neville Goddard's The Complete Reader. And I am on At Your Command. At Your Command. That's what I'm on. I'm on At Your Command. So that's the very first chapter in the book. Now, let me read you another something that he says right here. This stuff is so good. Hold on, let me get you the exact sentence where he is talking about you must be. Okay, here we go. So, all of your present beliefs, fears, and limitations are weights that bind you to your present level of consciousness. So, you're somewhere right now. Maybe you're not healthy, you want to be healthy. You're not in a relationship, you want to be in a relationship. You don't have the wealth you require, you want to be wealthy. You don't have, I don't know, feel it. You want to have children. You don't have children and you want to have children. It works with anything, anything, anything. You don't have a thriving business. You want your businesses to thrive far more. You have thriving businesses. It works with everyone. Come on, Crystal. Neville is one of my favorites. Come on. You know what I'm talking about now. You know what I'm talking about. Neville Goddard. He says, if you would transcend this level, you must leave behind all that is now your present self or conception of yourself. You have a conception of yourself. This is formed by the beliefs about yourself, the thoughts that you think about yourself, how you see yourself, how you see yourself in relation to other people. Oh, they're much better than me at that. Ah, see, the universe is being extremely obedient to your conception of yourself. That's why you want to have the God concept of yourself. Then he says that everything in the world which you can conceive of being is to you within this present formless awareness a most natural attainment. It is natural for you to attain anything and everything. And he gives a two-step process, and I love his process that he gives here. It's very, very simple, straightforward process. Let me give you this last sentence and then I'll give you the process. Except you leave behind you your present conception of yourself. Leave behind you your present conception of yourself. I don't care how good it is, leave it behind. And assume the nature of the new birth. This is the real meaning of being born again. And be born again again. And be born again again. You're going to be born again. He said you assume the nature. You're assuming it now. You have no evidence in the third dimensional construct that this thing that you're assuming is even true. And that's exactly the order. The order is first you become it, then you have it, and you maintain it. People are focused on the what and not the who. What do I have to do to get that thing? Do I have to set up a business to get that thing? Do I have to talk to this many people to get that much money? No. What's going to happen is when you become the who, a wealthy person, right now, since we're talking about secure your wealth in this 40-day process, when you become a wealthy person, it comes to you naturally, and it's going to be a natural attainment for you to do the things that a wealthy person does and to have the things that a wealthy person has. Come on. Now, here's the simple two-step process, and then we're going to get into our principle of abundance for today, baby. And look, if some of y'all love what I'm talking about, you better pop a Cash App in there. You see my Cash App right there. Don't play now. Throw a tip in the tip jar. Do not play. Now, here is the simple two-step process. It's exactly what we did in our meditation earlier. He said, first, you must go into the infinite consciousness. That's first. Why do we first go into the infinite consciousness? We could call that meditation. We could call it deep breathing, clear the mind, that you are out of the construct of who you think you are. Wish I had a pen or something like that. Okay, let's pretend that this is my mouse, okay? This is you. You have to put this away for a second and just be in no mind. Because as long as you think this is you, you are going to act from this. Well, I'm a mouse, so this is what a mouse does. And this is how I would do this because you're coming from this. And what he's telling you is to get out of that. Is this clear what I'm talking about, family? Talk to me. Is this clear? Because family, I promise you, if you get this, you will break free. And guess what? It won't take a lot of time. These things don't take a lot of time. So it's two steps. It's two simple steps. One is to get an infinite consciousness. That's one. You must work from the all. Some would call it God, some would call it universe, the quantum field, whatever you desire to call it. Hey, work with what works for you, right? Crystal clear, beautiful, I love it. Ooh, yes, ma'am, it's clear. Yes, 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 it's clear, beautiful, it's clear. I love it, I love it. So, because I'm telling you, family, this is just so profound for me because it's life changing. You can change your entire life with these simple two steps and fast. So the first step is you're not going to try to change your life from the you that you are right now. That wouldn't work because the you that you are right now is what you're trying to get out of. The you that you are right now is the limited one. The you that you are right now is the problem. The me that I am right now is my only problem. Because the me that I am thinks that I'm a Black woman born in Harlem. Right there, you can see all the problems that come up. Oh, white privilege. Oh, maybe Black people are behind. Oh, maybe. Do you see that I would have to come out of identity in order to be into the infinite field? Otherwise, I am going to be creating from a limited perspective because I'm going to be creating what I think a Black woman can do, or what I think a Black woman born in the 60s can do, or what I think a Black woman born in Harlem can do, or what I think Black people can do, or what I think somebody from the hood can do. Do you see that right off the bat, I am limiting the expression of my vast superpowers? You have superpowers that are far beyond race, age, where you came from, where you live. Infinite consciousness doesn't care about any of that because infinite consciousness just knows that it puts superpowers in you and you get to activate your superpowers. And your superpowers have nothing to do with what color you are. It has nothing to do with form. Your superpowers are energetic. Did we get this? Your superpowers are energetic, baby. And the biggest superpower that you can have, the biggest energetic superpower you can have is love. That's why I made it my name. That so I could make it my identity. Okay, if love were my identity, what would I be doing? Not if a Black woman was my identity. See, that's all in the self-concept. I'm a Black woman. I'm a mother of three. My kids are grown. Got these grandkids. I'm an author. I'm a spiritual teacher. Then I am just putting bolt upon bolt upon bolt upon myself and what I think I can do. As a spiritual teacher, that's just one. I'm a spiritual teacher. I can't do that. I can't sex any and everybody because if I sex any and everybody, they're going to look at me like you ain't a spiritual teacher. Boom, there's a limitation right there on your free expression of life. That's in the self-concept. So the two steps are, step one, put away your identity. Drop identity, and you can simply drop identity. It's very easy to drop identity. We call it a PBG around here. Pause, breathe, go within. Just pause, breathe, and go into the infinite consciousness. That means just clear your mind. And boom, you're in infinite consciousness. Okay, now I'm in infinite consciousness. I'm not in the consciousness of a mother or a wife or a Black man or a Black woman or a Chinese kid or a Russian man or this or that. Once you're in the infinite field, then you feel exactly your new persona, your new self-concept. Success. You see, you are being a success now in the infinite field. A speaker on stage with thousands of people there standing ovation. They love what I'm talking about. It resonates. Yes, a successful speaker. See, you are doing this in the infinite field. You are not doing this from the limited concept of who you are. Now, let me give you something that's going to blow your mind. Let me give you something that's going to blow your mind right now. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I'm going to do it with this little cord. Okay, this is a cord. Do you see this cord? This cord goes to my computer. I'm going to show you something right now. This is how you shortcut time and space. This is how you totally shortcut time and space. Now, if you're thinking in a linear way and you are a multimillionaire and you want to become a billionaire, you're thinking, oh, it's probably going to take me time. This is time and space. Oh, it's going to take me time to be a multi-billionaire. You have to go through this whole thing. You have to go through this whole thing. You have to go through all this process. You have to go through the whole thing. And it's going to take you, I don't know, years, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. If this is multimillionaire at one end and this is billionaire at the other end, you got to go through the whole thing to get to the other side. That's what linear thinking is all about. Guess what this does? It takes the two ends and it just brings them together. Just hop from one side to the other. That's quantum physics. That's what Dr. Joe Dispenza is doing in his retreats, if you want to know. You don't have to drag yourself through time and space, taking forever, because that's in the self-concept. Once again, that's thinking, oh, I don't have a college degree. It's going to take me 5 years to set up a successful business. Because the self-concept is, I don't have a college degree. I don't know how to do that. It never worked for me before, so it's going to take time for me to figure it out. It never takes time. It never takes time. It never takes time. Don't you love that? Don't you love it? That's what quantum physics is all about. Quantum physics says there's no such thing as time and space. And when you're in the infinite consciousness, you know this very clearly as you close your eyes and go into the infinite consciousness. Oh, there's no space and time here. This is infinite nothingness. All pure potentiality, the I am, the isness, the beingness, pure isness. Oh, pure energy, the substance that John Randolph Price is talking about. Oh, and it's plentiful, it's everywhere. Oh, and it's bliss and it's peace. And it's an organizing principle. It has an organizing principle to it. It has a perfecting principle to it. It has a providing principle to it. Oh, wow, I'm in it. You're in it. It is so natural for you to be in the infinite consciousness because you are the infinite consciousness and the infinite consciousness is you. It's so easy. I won't say it's easy. I will say it's natural. All these 80,000 thoughts, the average person is having 80,000 thoughts per day running through your head. That's not natural. That's why people are plagued and they have mental obsessions and issues that must be taken care of by mental health professionals and other means because they have an unnatural process of overthinking. And not only is it overthinking, it's overthinking in time and space, which is going to do no good in the quantum field. So we're talking physics here. So why don't you just hop from multi-millionaire to billionaire? Just do that. Isn't that better than going through time and space? Just sit down, close your eyes, and go within and become this person. You can be this person right now. Multi-millionaire, billionaire. You can be this person right now. Keep doing that. Now, once you keep doing that, you just be a billionaire right now. Is there anything stopping you from being a billionaire right now? I'm not talking about, but my net worth doesn't say billionaire yet, Kaisi. No, I said become a billionaire. This is what one of my mentors told me. He's a real estate mentor, and wow, he helped me so much. He used to say these things that I didn't get when he was saying it. Oh, I got them after I meditated on them. He used to say, if you get $1 million, you better quickly become a millionaire. And I used to wonder what he was talking about because I wasn't a millionaire yet. And I was like, if you get $1 million, you better quickly become a millionaire. If you get $1 million, wouldn't you be a millionaire? No, because $1 million doesn't make you a millionaire. A millionaire makes millions of dollars. It's the exact reverse of what we think it is. That's why people don't reach their dreams, their goals, their life aspirations, their highest bliss. Your highest bliss is waiting for you. Come on. Do you know what I'm talking about? Come on, Crystal. Do you know what I'm talking about? And this is the exact reason why we are in Secure Your Wealth for 40 days. All of us together doing this work together is we're creating a shared energy stream here, a current of wealth around all of us and around everyone you know and love. This is why lottery winners do not keep their money because they got $1 million, but they didn't become a millionaire. The self-concept was still, I go to work and I struggle. Isn't it so good? Come on, Creed. Cree knows what I'm talking about, baby. I want to jump up and run all around here because I feel like all of us are getting this at a much deeper level. That's what I am ascertaining in this conversation with you. This conversation feels to me like we are all grasping this on a much deeper level. And that means that our beingness is changing, which means our doingness will change, which will naturally change your havingness. It's be, do, have. That's what my mentor was talking about. Yeah, $1 million doesn't make you a millionaire. A millionaire makes $1 million over and over and over again. That's right, Cree. Be a billionaire right now. Nothing's stopping you from being a billionaire right now. And as you do that every morning, you wake up wealthy and successful. Most people wake up every morning. They fall asleep to their problems. Therefore, they wake up to their problems because whatever you fall asleep chewing on, you will dream about it. You will solidify in the subconscious mind, and then you will awake to that same issue. They fall asleep thinking about struggle. Okay, therefore, in the self concept is a person who struggles. And there's nothing wrong with that. I used to have that self concept. Just change it. Don't be mad and say, man, why did I create all this struggle for myself? Why did I create all this lack limitation for myself? Why did I create all this hard making? I was a hardaholic. Why? No, no, no. No worries about that. Who cares? I don't know. Maybe you didn't have anything better to do with your time. It's all good. That's over now. All you do is wake up and fall asleep at night, a billionaire, a wealthy person, a successful person, a healthy person, a person who's in love, whatever person that is for you. Fall asleep to that and wake up to that. Breathe. And once it soaks your entire being, watch your havingness change. I have a friend who is panicked about trying to get clients for her business. Now she is talking about getting a job. Boom. Because her self concept is, now I don't know, I can't speak to her because I don't know her. I am making a leap here as I read this comment that perhaps her self concept is not a successful coach that has tons of clients with a waiting list. Make it up. That's what you have imagination for. Make it up. A successful fill in the blank, anything. Make yourself wealthy and beautiful and sexy and hot and desirable, whatever you want. Is that profound? And be it now. Be it right now. Now you might say, because I'm going to tell you now the mechanism by which this will become third dimensional, right, for you. Throat Chakra Shaman was just listening to Reverend Ike talk about this earlier today, programming our subconscious before we go to sleep. That is it. That's it. Cree, so shall it be said, so shall it be done. Come on, Cree. That's what I'm talking about. Now, here's how the mechanism by which it will work. And this is shocking right here. What I'm about to tell you about the electromagnetic makeup and nature of your nervous system and the connection to your mind and infinite consciousness. Your thoughts are electromagnetic. They're electric, right? Because you have, of course, your nervous system powered by electricity. It's powered by energy. And a part of the energy that is powered by is electricity. And we know that thoughts are magnetic because who I'm being is going to determine what I'm thinking. And those thoughts are the mechanism that are going out into the infinite field as frequency. Frequency is just vibration that carries information. Oh, this person thinks they're successful. Oh, this is a success wave right here, but this is a failure wave right here. I was just waving on failure waves, not on success waves. So therefore, I just kept going into things that are failure because the universe was punishing me. No, this is not a punishing universe. This is so I can see what I'm sending out, so I can change it and send out something different. This will blow your mind. Please listen very carefully to what I'm about to say right now, because if you get this part, in addition, this will blow your mind. It's right. It comes from the inside out. That's right, Crystal. Because this current is electromagnetic, when your subconscious mind has it, that you are this thing, that you are a success, that you are the speaker, that you are the author, that you are the brilliant icon, that you are the person who has activated all your superpowers, that you are it. Most of us are too afraid to be our real great self because we're thinking, well, who are you? Don't get too big for your britches. Sit yourself down, pipe down, don't rock the boat. We heard all that foolishness growing up. That's in the self concept. Get rid of it. Once your subconscious mind has it, oh, this is so good. Drop everything and listen to this. Your subconscious mind is going to send a current through your muscles that you will then do and say the things that align with it, and that will bring you the result of what's in the subconscious mind. When I realized that my subconscious mind was controlling my muscles, my activities, my gestures, my facial expressions, that's all being controlled from the subconscious mind. Therefore, if I have programmed and I have allowed myself in the subconscious mind to become a confident person, and my subconscious mind has it that I am a confident person and not a flaky, scared, wimping violet, I'm a confident person. Say it with your chest. Not a proud, not an arrogant person. Yes, you must have self-pride. You must have pride in yourself, pride in where you come from, pride in your culture, all those things. That's beautiful. I'm talking about not being arrogant and lording it over people and all that. That's repulsive. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that you're confident, that you know what you're talking about, that you, as the Masons say, you stand on your square, that you know what you stand for and you stand on it. You're a courageous person. You know, yesterday I was beating my heart because you hear that thump. That's a drum beat right there. And courage comes from the French word that means heart. So you have heart, right? Once your subconscious mind receives the impress fully that you are a confident person, it's actually changing how you stand because you're working on an electromagnetic energetic system. It's taking you from looking like this to looking like this. It's changing your muscles. It is changing your heartbeat. It's changing your facial expression. Therefore, when you show up to other people, perhaps in a board meeting, like Damon John said, I walk in the board meeting with a coffee in one hand and confidence in the other. What we talking about? That's not being arrogant. That's knowing who you are. Your subconscious mind does that. Is that shocking? Is that shocking? Come on, Family for Life said too good. Baby, I promise you, work it. And you work that subconscious mind every night and you soak it in the morning when you wake up. The two most powerful times to impregnate your subconscious mind. I've said it on this channel for years and years and years. Before you go to sleep and when you wake up. Last thing you think about before you fall asleep, after you do all your bedtime rituals and your lavender and your this and your all of your baths and your skincare and your sex and your booze or your lovers or whomever, and you do all of that. Now you're falling asleep. Fall asleep as the new person. Wake up as the new person that you have chosen, that you desire to be. And come back in 30, 40 days before we finish this. Do this during this 40-day process. And you tell me what happened. Principle number 2. Come on, now we're going to go into our principle for today. Say it with me. I lift up. Say it with me. I lift up my mind and heart. That means your thinking and your feeling. It must be both. The whole circuitry. Reprogramming thyself. Come on. Reprogramming thyself. I feel like throat chakra shaman. I feel like we right there, Reverend Tanya, because we have our nighttime rituals. We have all the wonderful things that we love to do. The last one, just before we're falling asleep, what's on the mind as we're falling asleep? Is it imbued? And is it the fullness and the richness of the person, the self concept of who we are desirous of being? As a now, that I am this person now. That's the I am. I lift up my heart, my mind and heart to be aware. Say it with me. I lift up my mind and heart to be aware, to understand and to know, that the divine presence I am. See, it's coming from identity. It's coming from self-concept, right? Dr. Danny, how you love it? Yes, I lift up my mind and heart. It's coming from my self-concept. Is the source and substance of all my good, the divine presence I am. So this whole conversation that we've been talking about from the beginning with Neville Goddard, from right up until this second, with who are you? That's what I'm going to end this conversation with. Yes, Dr. Danny, who are you? Let's end with a story. Do you remember I love stories because stories and allegories lock it in and change us because we're meaning making beings and we're meaning seeking beings. What does it mean? So that's why, and we need our stories. Do you remember when Arya Stark wanted to become a faceless man? And this has been so good. Yes, Shaka Shop, and I love it. This is probably one of my favorite day. This is day 12. Day 12 is probably one of my favorite of the whole thing. I'm going to make 1 million shorts from this using the AI, just like I taught you in the YouTube class. Okay. Arya Stark in Game of Thrones wanted to be a faceless man. Do y'all remember this? She wanted to be a faceless man. Why? Because a faceless man, pardon me, Creed says, yes, that is my favorite part. I love it. Because a faceless man was a person that would go and exact vengeance and kill people that were dishonorable. It would kill people that were being these horrible liars and cheats and whatnot. And you had to study for years and years and years to become a faceless man. Does anybody remember this? To be a face? She wanted to be a faceless man. Yeah, what was her intention in wanting to be a faceless man? Her intention in wanting to be a faceless man and be able to learn how to be one of these sleuth murderers. Like these people they had murder onto a whole nother level. Do you remember that? It was on a whole nother level. And they could get in, kill the person, and get out so fast, and no one even knew it was a faceless man. But why did she want to be a faceless man? She wanted to be a faceless man. Her intention was not just for the good and for the pure justice of it. This was like an order, right, of executioners. She didn't want to be a faceless man for justice and right. She wanted to be a faceless man because she wanted revenge for the people who killed her father. Show me how I can get in, kill them, and get out. Nobody even know it was me, and I'm going to get my revenge. She wanted revenge. So therefore, she suffered in her training. Why? Because every time they asked her a question, her teacher would ask her a question. He would ask her, who are you? She would say, I'm Arya Stark. He would crack her with a big cane stick. She go through the training. Who are you? Arya. That's what somebody needs to do to you. Every time you say who you are in that old little limited self-concept. To all of us, somebody needs to crack us with a big stick. I bet you'll stop being that old person that doesn't get it, that doesn't make the money you want to make, that doesn't have the boo you want to have, that doesn't have the house you want to have. I bet you stop being that person then. And they cracked her so many times. And then they start asking her, yep, they were deprogramming her. And then they started asking her, who are you? And then she knew, I'm no one. I am no one. Ah, now you're getting it. And then they would start asking her, Where are you from? I'm from da 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 da. Oh, I'm from nowhere. Ah, you see, she had to go into the infinite. I'm no one from nowhere. But we want to hold on to the identity so bad. We keep Black woman ahead of infinite consciousness. Expressing as a Black woman. Nothing wrong with being a Black woman. I keep telling y'all, I've been told y'all for over a decade on this YouTube channel, I'm not a Black woman. I just look like one. I'm infinite consciousness choosing. It chose to show up as a Black woman, and I'm going to work this for all it's worth. And then when I drop this, I'm going to be something else. I might be a Chinese man, or I don't think I'm going to come back to this dimension anymore after this, this go round. Yeah, I've been many things. I'm a no one from nowhere. You are a faceless man. You are no one from nowhere. You are in the infinite consciousness. You are no theme. Now create that which you will be. Who are you? I love you. Have a beautiful day. Peace. See you tomorrow. Casey out. Yes.